Good afternoon, friends. I'm Dr. Ajay Shah, bringing this another Facebook Live. We are continuing on the topic of weight loss. This is segment number 25. Please watch segment 1 to segment 24 on YouTube. It's already available. Healthy Living with Dr. Ajay Shah. Segment 1 has been watched now, I think, 1100 times. So please watch segment 1 and then please watch all 24 segments. And you can join for today's segment, segment 25. Uh, when it comes down to weight loss, let me explain you from my personal experience. What we eat is not the only important thing, but there are other important things also. What we eat is actually one of the six things which is important. So, what else is important other than what we eat every day? When it comes down to eating, obviously eating whole food, plant-based, no oil diet, with 90% calories coming from plant-based food, whole plant-based food, and 10% of the calories coming from animal products. I'm personally myself whole food plant-based vegan, but you don't have to go vegan to lose weight. You can just become plant dominant or plant centered, whole food plant-based centered diet. Um, we also talked about other aspects of losing weight, and one of the important thing is sleep. Many people don't realize that sleep is as important as what we eat when it comes down to weight loss, particularly maintaining the weight loss. To lose weight, one needs to sleep minimum 7 hours every night. So if you are staying up late watching Netflix, watching news, watching movies, you will never lose weight. You need to sleep 7 hours to lose weight. And that's a surprise to many people because many people think that by exercising, by cutting the calories, by eating healthy, they will lose weight. But sleep is as important as healthy eating and exercise. Obviously, exercise is also very important. Stress management is also very important. People have a lot of emotional eating. Yesterday's segment, I covered how you can overcome emotional eating. So stress management is also very important. Relationship is also very important. When you have a spouse or a life partner or a family member who is also in this weight loss journey and who is in your team, weight loss becomes a lot easier. So have a partner, have a family member, have a relationship where you do this weight loss program together as a team. And also substance abuse, including alcohol, is also very important. People who drink more than recommended amount of alcohol definitely have a hard time losing weight. We will cover alcohol in a separate live, but let me tell you, alcohol brings a lot of empty calories. Alcohol increases your appetite. Alcohol, when you drink alcohol, it you eat a lot of unhealthy food, including a lot of processed food and a lot of fatty food. Alcohol disturbs your sleep. Obviously, alcohol has other issues, including cirrhosis, fatty liver, brain dysfunction, dementia, high blood pressure, many other issues. So try to avoid alcohol as much as possible, and definitely no more than one drink for women and two drinks for men. I have taken a pledge of not drinking alcohol for next 90 days. Today is day 11. So if you want to join that pledge, let's do it together. We'll support each other and let's not drink alcohol for next 90 days. I may continue longer, but definitely not next 90 days. I have a vacation coming up with our son in San Diego. So that'll be interesting whether I can continue to stay off the alcohol. Now, also, in terms of stress management, I think it's important that you do some activity which lowers stress, including walking out in the nature, sitting in the sunlight, and preventing a lot of the low mood situations. Please watch my video on depression. The full video is already available from a year ago. I've done some other segments recently. So if you suffer from depression, or if you want to learn how you can prevent a depression, because if your mind is not sound, you will never be able to lose weight. Again, losing weight is a multifactorial thing. You cannot just lose weight by watching what you eat. It has to be more than what you just eat. Also, taking Vitamin D supplement is also very important. There is a data that people who have adequate vitamin D level, they have a they have a higher chance of weight loss success. So make sure you're taking vitamin D supplement and ask your doctor to uh, to check the vitamin D level and keep it between 50 and 70. There's another book which I highly recommend. I have that book. I've read that book multiple times. I also watch video by the author on YouTube, and that book is Pleasure Trap, and it's by Doug Lyle. Doug Lyle is a psychologist with True North Health Center in California. So I highly recommend to get that book. That book is slightly complex, a lot of psychology in it. So if you don't want to buy the book and read that complex book, you can actually watch video by Doug Lyle with Chef AJ. There was also video on Fox Over Knives by Doug Lyle. So watch that video on Doug Lyle. Doug Lyle gets into the psychology of weight loss, psychology of why we eat unhealthy food. And I will have summary of that book, and I will have summary of the videos I watch from Doug Lyle. So if you don't have time, that's okay. I will have the summary of what he's trying to teach us. Let me also tell you another statistics. 43% of Americans are obese, and that number, in my estimation, will be 50% by 2025. In my practice, I see obesity, that means body mass index above 30, pretty much every second or third patient. So that's very, very concerning, very alarming. Also, if you look at African American women, obesity is almost 55 to 60%. We are starting a new Facebook Live, starting not this coming Sunday, but next Sunday with Meryl Fury. We'll be doing a Facebook Live together on a project on how we can help African American women to become lean and to prevent and reverse the obesity. Um, I've done my first segment on weight loss 3 weeks ago. Many of you have watched that segment who are either watching right now live or who have watched on YouTube. Please tell me, since your segment one, since you have watched other segments, have you been able to lose any weight? Are you able to successfully go on plant dominant diet? Are you able to successfully go on whole food, plant based, no oil diet? And if you have lost weight, please tell me how many pounds have you lost, and are you feeling like satisfied and confident that this approach of losing weight is better approach than any other diet, including keto diet or paleo diet? So please let me know if you're watching right now live. Please go ahead and comment. As you watch live, please ask me questions if you have questions, and I will answer all the questions as we go live. Um, there are lots of food delivery services available, like Nutrisystem and many other food services. Even some of the keto food has a delivery service available. Typically, those services, in my opinion, have processed food. Many times, those food are made in factories. Those food have a lot of sodium. Those food also have a lot of saturated fat. So try to avoid those kind of food as much as possible. Cooking is not that hard. Even if you have never cooked, you can learn now cooking from a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of simple recipes. You can actually, just make some simple vegetable dish even in your in air fryer or on stove top or in oven. You can actually buy a lot of vegetables and make smoothie. You can eat a lot of fresh fruits. You can actually make a lot of intact grains. So I think again, making oatmeal is not that hard. So I personally sincerely advise you not to go on a ready-made food delivery service as much as possible. Obviously, make your own decision, make your own judgment. As COVID-19 has uh, has uh, has been going well now, I think a lot of people have recovered and a lot of people are doing well. Cases are going down. People dying from COVID-19 is significantly down. But let me tell you, last 16 months were some of the hardest months for many of the Americans and people in the world. The surprising statistics are that a lot of Americans have gained weight. An average weight gain weight is about 29 pounds. and male American male has gained almost 30 to 35 pounds. Obviously, this is an average. Some people have lost weight, some people have maintained the weight, but average, most Americans have gained weight during this COVID-19. And multiple reasons, including a lot of stress, including a lot less movement, and also a lot less structured life. When we were going to the work every morning, coming home in the evening, there was some structure to the life, and that structure has been disturbed with a lot of people working from home, and a lot of people even not working. So I think definitely weight gain is a major issue with COVID-19. If you are one of them, let me tell you, with my program, if you start following, you will start losing the gain you had during the COVID-19. So watch segment one and then watch all 24 segment. This is segment 25. I also did a 4-hour seminar on weight loss, which was a summary of all 24 segments. So if you have time and if you want to just watch in one shot, you can watch that 4-hour you can watch that 4-hour weight loss seminar. It's already available on YouTube. It's already been watched about 70, 75 times. So, I love this Facebook Live. I love putting my videos on YouTube because that way I can do the lectures from my dining room, from at my own convenience, at my own time. I don't have to drive up somewhere. Plus, people don't have to come at my time. They can watch it second, third, as many times as they want, and it's very convenient for myself and also for the people who I'm trying to educate and teach. So take advantage of it. Watch the Facebook Live, watch YouTube videos. My channel has some other videos also, so please watch those videos also. Uh, I explained in the, I think, segment two, that knowing why you want to lose weight is probably the biggest factor in terms of success for the weight loss. So make sure you always have in front of you why you want to lose weight. It could be, reversing diabetes. It could be reversing heart disease. It could be fitting in your old wedding dress. It could be seeing your 75th high school reunion. It could be seeing your 50th wedding anniversary, or whatever the reason, seeing your grandkids' graduation, whatever your motive, whatever your purpose is, whatever your goal is, whatever your reason is, make sure you have that. If that's the case, your actions will follow your goals and your desires, and you will have a higher chance of success. So, again, losing weight is more than just what you eat. Losing weight is a very comprehensive, holistic approach, not just eating healthy or eating less. Again, eating less is not necessary in my program. Actually, in my program, you are allowed to eat as much as you like, and actually, more you eat the whole food, plant-based, more weight you lose. So actually, it's eat more, lose more vegetables, more fruits, more intact grains, more beans, you lose weight more. So again, eat more, lose more. Um, there's also center I want you to have recommend, that is called True North Center. True North Center is in Santa Rosa, California. It's a residential center where you go and stay 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, and they actually help you to start a new lifestyle, which is whole food, plant-based, no oil lifestyle, no salt, no sugar lifestyle. And actually, they also help you to do extended fast up to 3 weeks. So consider visiting True North. As I understand now, the True North also has a telehealth available, and I think it's very cost effective. So if you are in need of consultation on one-on-one base, please consider calling up True North, Santa Rosa, California, and get one of their health coach. I think most of them are doctors. One of them, either they're a chiropractor or they are MD or DO doctors, and they will guide you on a Zoom call or on a televisit in terms of weight loss, getting healthier, and reversing many diseases. So again, consider True North Health Center in Santa Rosa, California. Um, uh, as as over last thousands and millions of years, every human has a pleasure-seeking behavior that's just made in our genes, that's made in our DNA. We all seek pleasure, and that's where I think we are wired to eat calorie-dense food. Thousands of years ago, food was in scarcity. Sometimes, as human or even as animal, we did not get food for many days. So food was in scarcity, and that's the reason our genes, our brain, our body is wired to reach out for calorie dense food. That means a lot of calories per bite, a lot of calories per pound. Because back then, thousands of years ago, millions of years ago, if we ate small amount of food which had a lot of calorie, we could go on for a day or two without having any food. And that's the reason, and that's the reason our brain is wired to eat calorie dense food. But in today's age, where food is available every corner on intersection, uh, that actually backfires. And all the calorie dense food we now eat is actually the reason for significant rise in the obesity. Same way, our body is designed to stay stagnant because our main goal as an organism is to survive and to reproduce. Even as a human, our main goal is to survive and reproduce. To be honest with you, main goal is to reproduce and continue our generation. So that's the reason our body is not thinking of living long. Our body is not thinking of preventing heart disease, diabetes when we are 50, 60 years old. Our body, our genes, our brain is thinking of how I can survive until 2025, have few kids, and continue my generation. And for that reason, conserving all the energy to reproduce is kind of ingrained into our DNA. So we are not designed to move. At the same time, thousands of years ago, we had to move to find the food. So we were having some activity. Now, today's age, with our genes and our body not designed to move, and now we don't have to move to find the food, that actually backfires. So again, with calorie dense food easily available, and our body which is inclined to not move, that's one of the worst combination to have in terms of obesity. And that's the reason many people are developing obesity. uh, I also want you to start to understand that, like I said, we all have pleasure seeking behavior. If as human, we have the prefrontal lobe. And prefrontal lobe actually is only available to humans. And that's where some of the discrimination of our actions come in. I think our prefrontal lobe is powerful enough in every human. Every human is powerful enough to make right actions. And that's why this pleasure seeking behavior need to be controlled. If you change your mindset that you have a pleasure eating a berry or apple or a banana gives you the same taste as much as any sugary cookie because they both have natural sugar, they both have sugars. But if you have a mindset of pleasure seeking from a fresh fruit versus a cookie, then you will make right choices. So pleasure is not something prohibited. We all need to have pleasure. Our body is designed to have pleasure. We always seek pleasure, but our prefrontal lobe can actually guide us that we should have healthy pleasures. For example, alcohol versus a sparkling water. So a flavor sparkling water can have same pleasure if your mindset is like that, or a green tea, or any kind of drink which is healthier for you. Obviously, alcohol has its own brain effect, and it may give you temporary high and temporary pleasure, but in the long run, that's unhealthy for you. So, creating that mindset where your prefrontal lobe is controlling your pleasure and is guiding you what pleasures are healthy pleasures. Uh, we also have uh, we also have a tendency to avoid pain as human, even as an animal, but as human, we all try to avoid pain. And when we are in pain, whether it's a bodily pain, physical pain, or psychological pain, or emotional pain, we reach out to overcome that pain. And many times, to overcome that pain, we go with certain unhealthy actions, including eating unhealthy food, drinking alcohol, going on a shopping binge, and making a lot of the unhealthy choices. And that's where finding how you can overcome your pain with healthy actions and healthy choices. And some of the way you can overcome your pain, obviously every pain has its own solution. If it's a physical pain, you may need certain treatment, including physical therapy or seeing your doctor, or whatever the reason. If you're emotional pain, it may require certain other treatment, may require seeing a counselor, may require seeing a psychiatrist. But overall, to overcome pain in a healthy way is the right way to go. Because, like I said, we like to avoid the pain. So pain avoidance is a normal tendency, but how you avoid or how you take care of the pain is the right way to think. And that's why I ask you. The reason I'm telling you all this thing in weight loss seminar is because weight loss is not just what we eat. Weight loss has a lot more facets, lot more things to involve when it comes down to losing weight. 99.9, that means 999 out of 1,000 people, they lose 10, 20, 30, 40 pounds, but in 1 to 2 years, they gain everything back because their main focus was on what they eat. Their focus was not holistic. Their focus was not comprehensive. They did not focus on all six pillars of healthy lifestyle. People who focus on all six pillars of healthy lifestyle, they have a higher success of not just losing weight, but maintaining the weight loss over years and decades and for life. So I want you to lose weight with all six pillars, not just by eating less calories or starving yourself or going on a keto diet. I want you to go on all six pillars, including eating whole food, plant based, no oil diet. Again, I don't want you to necessarily go vegan. Vegan would be nice, but I don't necessarily want you to go vegan, but at least have whole food, plant based, no oil, 90% of your calories. And then also focus on other five pillars also. And again, to repeat those five pillars: sleep, exercise, stress management, avoidance of substance abuse, including alcohol, and relationship. You need to focus on all six pillars, not just on what you eat, if you want to have successful weight loss and if you want to have successful maintenance of weight loss. Um, There's also another question came out that people who have psychological traumas, including some of the childhood trauma, bullying, and many other sexual abuse, and many other childhood trauma, many times becomes a major reason why people are not able to lose weight. So if you have any of those trauma, I want you to seek proper medical care, including counseling, including your primary care, including psychiatrist help, whatever necessary to overcome that past trauma, particularly childhood trauma, and then you will have a successful weight loss. I've seen many patients and even many young people, including many teenagers, who are very obese because of the childhood trauma, including bullying and including sexual abuse and sexual trauma. So please overcome any kind of mental, emotional trauma you had in your past life or past years, so that way you can become mentally strong to overcome all the strategies of weight loss. Again, stress management is very important. Uh, if you want to lose weight, not only you have to eat healthy, but you have to manage the stress. That's where 10 to 15 minutes of meditation will be as important as eating healthy. When you meditate 10 to 15 minutes, your emotional health becomes better, and you actually are able to resist many temptations of unhealthy food. So again, meditation for 15 to 20 minutes would be a right thing to do if you want to lose weight. I'm going to stop here. Please go ahead and have comments and questions. This will be on YouTube in an hour or two, so please watch it on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel. Please share this on your page. Please go ahead and like or comment if you're watching. Also, when you watch it on YouTube, please like our Facebook page, Healthy Living with Dr. Ajay Shah. Share with your family and friends. Watch other videos on my YouTube channel also. Have a great afternoon. I'll be back. Today is my half day at work, so I'm going to be exercising next few hours, and I'll be back with another live in the late evening. Thank you. Have a great evening. Eat healthy tonight, whole food, plant based. Exercise tonight. Meditate tonight. Spend some time with your spouse or your family, and have a great afternoon. Thank you.